DDG and Joe Budden have gone at it. I'm kind of happy about this. Not gonna lie. This nigga Joe was over here tweeting about me this week. Talking about, let's take advice from Fred.
I thought that was so weird because Joe was anonymously listening into the spaces where they're like critiquing the podcast, talking about like what they could do better, blah, 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 what they like. And then Joe tweets from his account like, oh, well, let's listen to Fred. That's not weird as fuck to you?
Well, he said, please, let's take Fred's advice.
Yeah, he was like, oh, let's take Fred's advice. Like, you're listening anonymously to your supporters and then sneak dissing them on your timeline. That's fucking...
I sneak diss all the time. I don't care about it. Me and Joe are ops. Like, we're at odds.
No, obviously.
Like, it's not a supporter relationship. It's more of, I'm cool with somebody who covers his content, and I do watch your content from time to time. But I mean, we just at odds, man. I was sitting here pondering. I'm trying to think, what the fuck did I say that got Joe so rattled?
Yeah. What did you say?
I was going back, and I just kept trying to think about what could I have said to Joseph.
What was the constructive criticism that you gave in the spaces that triggered him so much?
And because I'm trying to think, we were talking about Melissa Ford, we were talking about what we would kind of do about it, and I think I gave him the advice of, I don't know, we were talking about rotating the cast,
but he does that, doesn't he?
I think I may have gave him the advice to stop doing women podcasts because you're 0-3, my nigga. Like,
oh yeah,
0-2 right now.
Yeah. Oh, that would probably trigger Joe.
I think that's
because
what I said. Because
you have sexual assault allegations. You
harassed a member of a show that you had on
harassment allegations. So like, it's just. I
think that's what I said to him that got under his skin a little bit.
Yeah, it's not been a good path for you to walk down.
Mm-hmm. And just
working with women.
Yeah, just stay away from the ladies, man. I think that was been good advice for you because
that was the thing that I said when we were discussing it too. Just like, if you can't control yourself and you can't be like, oh, I want to fuck you to a woman that you're working with and you can't be professional, then just don't fucking work with women.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think that's what it may have been what I said to him. But apparently I didn't have to go crazy on him because DDG did. So I guess we should talk about the DDG situation a little bit before we get to it, right?
Let's talk about, so DDG and Halle broke up. DDG announced that they weren't in a relationship anymore and blah, blah, blah. So,
let's get into our theories with that first.
Yes.
So I think I don't have the same conventional ideas people have. I think a lot of people think he was either cheating on her or she wanted to level up on him. I don't think that at all. I think that with him and his growing success and the type of fan base that he's garnering, he just did the Gunna. He opened up for Gunna not too long ago. I think when you use that and you take all of that into consideration, he is more of a hip hop. I don't want to say a ghetto nigga type shit, but I think he appeals to that more than a Hollywood. This is what I think. Let me just get into it. And we'll get into this. Is what I think.
I'll tell you the tea for real.
Okay. No, this is what the two things I think happened. I think her team went to his team and said, hey, if we're going to continue to operate and do this relationship as publicly as we're going to do it, he has to change some things. Because if you do listen to what he said, he talked about how he wasn't going to be controlled in the breakup message. He said he wasn't going to be controlled and all that shit.
I didn't listen to the breakup message.
Well, it was a tweet. It was not a tweet, but it was a IG post. Okay. So he basically said he wasn't going to be controlled in it. And what I feel like this, they came to him and say, hey, bro, you need to rally it in. You need to your trajectory needs to go this way. Or if not, you and Halle can't be public.
She has a specific image that she needs to maintain. She was a Disney girl for God. But like she played a role for Disney.
She did, but that's being highly exaggerated in regards to her. That movie flopped. You did a Disney movie live action and you didn't crack a B? That movie barely did $500,000.
I still didn't watch that movie.
And nobody did. That's why I say y'all keep saying that she's the Disney. Like, I feel like this is just what he probably heard her crew saying and they were demeaning him. Like, he's not one of the most successful niggas on the internet right now.
He was one of the like OG like streaming YouTuber guys that like had his family with him and all that.
I completely understand. Don't come to me.
DDG grew up on the internet.
Don't come to me with you or your team trying to tell me I'm not enough to be next to you. And I think that's where he got insulted.
I understand that completely. I feel like that might have happened. Word on the street and the internet tea is that she cheated on him with Brent Fires.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yo, these women are unruly. Y'all are, oh, my gosh, yo. It can't be, though, because he said it can't be. He can't be that. Because he said he would think about getting back with her.
Oh yeah, he said that if he, because people were saying like he about to run it back with Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's being so public about the breakup because he wants Ruby to know that he's single now. And then he was like, I guess he saw that and he was like, stop it. If I were to be in a relationship with anybody, I would just run it back with Halle.
Mm-hmm. So, and that stems from a Joe Budden space that he reacted to. So the breakup happens. It goes, starts being public fodder. Joe brings himself into it and comments on it.
What did Joe say?
He said a lot of disparaging things, that he's glad that they're breaking up because he's tired of hearing the DDG. Because he doesn't know what he does.
You're gonna keep hearing about DDG though.
Now, because he shit on him.
He's an internet the internet loves him.
But there's different ways. Just like people don't know who Mr. Beast is. There's ways that you can insulate yourself from people. So, yeah. But now it's not going to happen. So he goes and he shits on him. Basically tells him all the shit that he's happy for. And DDG does not take this kindly. And as the content wizard that he is, he doesn't just do one thing. He does a podcast with his homeboy, sits down, shits on Joe.
I didn't see that.
He then does a live stream where he begins to shit on Joe, where he goes to old interviews and bringing them up. He brought the Esther Baxter situation up.
He also brought up the stomping on the pregnant woman's stomach.
And he also showed
that he admitted to in a song.
He also pointed to where a stomach is on a woman's body. And Joseph, it's right underneath the breast. Oh my God. He was going crazy on him though.
Yeah, and then he also tweeted. He said, nigga got 30 years max of life left. He said, you old. You only have 30 years
3
max
decades,
left.
nigga.
He said, I have way more life than you left. And speaking on a relationship of people the same age as your son, you ain't take care of. He said, you a deadbeat daddy. And everyone knows I'm an amazing father. I'm with my kid every day, blasting it on the internet.
Joe, I want you to say though, you heard me. I had your back in the space there, yo. You didn't have
it don't matter.
He don't have the money to be on beat. So now that he got the money, he on beat with his son.
You don't have to have money to spend time with your children.
Shit.
Like
that's not true. There's a whole bunch of niggas that can't.
You don't have to have money to spend time with your children.
Well, tell that to the bitches.
Other than if your baby mama is being combative and stuff like that, there are other obstacles. Yes, but if your only obstacle to not seeing your child is money, you're a deadbeat, pathetic piece of shit dad.
No,
period.
It's not.
Yes, you are.
No, it's not.
He said, "I hope you forget to take your magnesium pills today, you old bitch."
So DDG goes at Joe Budden. He goes on a tirade in his stream, and then pretty much everybody kind of has the discussion around it. Joe does respond on his show. I haven't watched it yet. He does respond.
It was
on
like
his
a
show.
10-minute long thing.
Yeah, he was just trying to give him slew. The real problem I think DDG really had was the fact that he read that tweet off that wasn't from DDG, where it was talking about Halle had the bad head and all that shit.
Oh, yeah. That's why DDG came at him, because Joe basically implied that DDG left Halle because she didn't give good head.
Yeah, he basically calling them names, but he justified it from that post.
Yeah.
And then later on in the episode, he says that the post was fake or whatever, like during the end of the sleepers or whatever. Mm-hmm. But that's where it came from. Joe, man, you kind of gonna have to take that, bro. Like, you violated. I'm with the young nigga on this one because you stepped into his world, and he gonna let you feel it. I hope he don't let up. I want him to keep going. Like, even after the apology.
The type of content creator DDG is, I don't think he is going to let up.
No, he said he got the Joe Budden project going. Like,
yeah, like, period. I would get Earl Sweatshirt on stream.
Just to dress up like Joe again?
Yes. Oh, my God. I would sit down. I'll be like, oh, I'm having an interview with Joe Budden, blah, blah, blah. Everyone logs on. It's Earl in the mustache and the bald cap. Oh, my God. DDG, please. I would love that so much. With the jean jacket and everything.
the little ball cap on.
Yes, I would love that.
No, that would definitely be sick. I definitely just think that I want to see some more content from this. It was like 3 or 4 hours he was doing DDG on the live stream. He was going in at ICE. He went on everybody but Melissa Ford. He was like, I ain't going on a woman.
Yeah, period. So, go at all these niggas. There's mad niggas
no,
for you
Melissa
to go
Ford
at.
can get it too. Like,
but what did she say?
She was over here she was talking down on him because when
it just looks crazy when you as a man are going at a woman. It always looks a little crazy.
No, I feel
regardless
I feel like she's old enough that you can give it to her, the business now.
That's
a 50-year-old woman.
He's young enough that it might fly.
Yeah, I feel like if you just don't do the bottom of the barrel shit and just call her a bitch, like, you should be good. Hold on, this is what he said about.
You can't just call her an old bitch.
Hold on. This is him
Like,
talking about
who
ice.
is this? This is the shit that be pissing me off. You are an employee, Crenshaw. You are an employee. You're not the boss. Anybody that clicks on that podcast is clicking for Joe Budden, not you. This is one of the this is a example of like, you ever seen like one of them memes or something when somebody say a joke and he trying to laugh to get higher pay? And your buffs is weak. And probably not even real buffs. And I doubt you from Michigan. So why is you trying to jock Michigan swag? I don't understand. But like, this type of nigga that just laugh extra hard to get a raise.
Yeah, he do be laughing extra.
He trying to get more money and shit. Like, niggas like this is lame, bro. And then you gonna see how
Ish the only one
he
that be
said, who
disagreeing
is
with Joe
DDG
and Mel.
You gonna
He
see
shit
how
on Ish
he
too,
try
though.
to act like
He talked about Ish hairline because Ish was trying to salute him because he was with Ruby, and he was like, "Nah, nigga, she'd never be with you. She'd never be. Look at your hairline, nigga, faded."
Ruby would definitely be with, like, if he had a little bit more money.
Ruby would be anybody that pays her. Yo.
Yeah, literally. Like, Ruby is for the streets.
Yeah, she's
like,
she's a fucking receipt.
You
Like,
can't get that shit off at all. If you were talking about Halle, that would be a different thing. Like, it's a woman of standard.
That's the marketing anyway. I believe that's what he.
Yes, Ruby has marketed herself as
I'm talking about Halle,
and then
being
Halle has marketed herself as a woman of standard.
Standard women don't get pregnant by niggas that's not their husband.
She also on live over and over and over again told us that she like her niggas.
I mean, again, that's not a woman of standard.
Like,
still, that what you like is part of divide your standard.
What you said was she marketed herself as that, and I agreed. She markets herself as a woman of standard.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's marketing. No, that's all I'm saying. It is. That's all. Do we got anything else on the DDG?
No.
I feel like we cut out. We're gonna have to end up cutting out most of it anyway.
I don't think we should.
Well, it's been overridden. We got to get to No Jumper though. So I'm gonna play this clip, and I'm gonna have, I believe, a controversial statement to say after this. I don't know how it's gonna be accepted or how it's gonna fly, but Sydney Starr was on No Jumper. She was there with Eddie Winslow, the damaged ex of Corinne Steffens. So damaged now that he is after chicks with sticks.
He's been dating trans women.
He no longer wants that. He just announced that, though. We talked about it on the show when he announced it.
Yeah, but like he was tied to Sydney before that.
That's sad.
No, it's not.
If you see how he's conducting himself, you just say
how he's conducting himself is sad.
I wish you would have said how then instead of asking.
We're just talking about him dating a trans woman, and you said that's sad.
I'm talking about,
you should have added more context before you said that's sad.
Or you could ask a question and say, "How is that sad?" And then allow me to explain. But this is what y'all like to do. Y'all like to just go in and just
you can't
assume.
just say shit. We have a platform.
You can't just say. You can ask a question.
I had no questions.
You did because you were wrong.
For what we do because it's very hard for us out here, especially in the entertainment industry. It's not many of us. It's only, you can name like maybe 5 trans women in the industry. You can name your Laverne Cox, your Laverne Cox, your T.S. Madison, your me, because I'm the
girl from Pose.
I'm the one that.
Okay,
Amaya Scott.
So during the interview, this scared pussy ass nigga, anytime he got something to say, he whispers her in their ear. Like
Eddie?
A fucking, yes.
What's his name?
His name is Darius, I think.
Okay.
His name, yeah. Darius McCrae. Mm-hmm. Darius scary ass. Every time he got something to say or something that he objects with, instead of speaking his mind like a fucking grown ass man, he whispers in this woman's ear like a bitch. That's a bitch kink thing.
Okay, but how do we like? There's mad bitch kinks. There's different multitudes of bitch kinks,
and I'm describing the kink. That's what it is. I don't care if it's a kink. It's still pathetic.
Because I didn't watch the interview, but when you describe that to me, that's not normal human behavior across the board, regardless. But I feel like that's a dom sub relationship that they probably have.
That is a damaged man. I don't think you're not taking into account what Corinne Steffens used to leave their marital bed
to go suck Lil Wayne's dick. Yeah, yes. She wrote about it in the book. We all know.
Okay,
but like this is from my opinion, I feel like, and it's a little bit more interesting to me, that they might like maybe have a dom sub relationship, and then he might have like a humiliation kink of some sort, and them going on social media and like doing like, I don't know, that's kind of interesting to me. Maybe I'm not saying that's what's going on.
Everything she described you was essentially the nice way to say you are less of a man. That's exactly what she was trying to say.
He's king shaming. I'm not.
Being told.
I think that is just expressing themselves in a different way.
Yeah, this is how our relationship is.
Is he asking for permission to speak?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Okay. You're
Yeah,
right.
no,
You're right,
that's
baby.
100% a kink thing.
So the thing is, like I said,
you think you're bold? Imagine him. He's from the streets,
Right.
And he's pioneering a new form of reality TV.
I
He's
already
facing
know.
backlash that he's probably never had to take on before.
especially for the community.